Sometimes we humans have great difficulty in getting to the truth, particularly when it comes to topics or subjects that we feel very strongly about. Maybe there's a politician that we have full faith in, or we have religious beliefs or cultural beliefs that filter the way we see the world around us. We have a tendency to look at a problem or a topic and selectively pick the things that support what we already believe. And this is called confirmation bias. This can be quite dangerous, particularly if we use the information we gather to support a false belief that leads us to make really bad life decisions. But we can get past this by using what Elon Musk calls the first principles approach. And that's when you take a problem or a subject and you break it down to the smallest possible components that you know to be absolutely true, and then work your way up from there, investigating, letting the evidence speak for itself. And the picture that's painted by that evidence should be used for you to make the best decisions. Now, there's plenty of examples of confirmation bias and how that's affected even scientific thinking. There was a discovery made about 130 years ago, and I was reading about this in the National Geographic. They found the body of a powerful Viking warrior, a rich leader that was buried over 1,000 years ago in the southeast of Sweden. Now, for over a century, we assumed that this Viking warrior was a man of great wealth and power, and this burial site was used as the touchstone to compare other Viking burial sites. But just a few years ago, a scientist was examining the bones and saw something that probably any other paleontologist could have looked at and determined for themselves. This Viking was in fact a woman. By examining the pelvis and the mandible or the jawbone, she was able to determine that this was a woman. But people still didn't believe, so they went ahead and did some mitochondrial DNA tests on not just those two bones, but the entire skeleton. There wasn't a Y chromosome to be seen. This powerful Viking warrior, a leader, was a woman. And it went against everything that had been assumed before, because we had just assumed, well, warriors, Viking warriors, they must have been men. That's confirmation bias. It was believed so much they missed the simple evidence that had been sitting there for over a century. But by taking a closer look at the evidence that was there, they were able to unravel the truth, and now we know that women can be badasses, even thousands of years ago. So I hope that helps. Use this method to get past confirmation bias and make the best decisions you can make. I'm Ryan Foley. I'll talk to you again soon.